Hello everyone and welcome to Harv's World for another episode of Ischia Farm. Big day today, big day, but before we get started with that, I'm going to stop for just a second because I have got a list, quite the list, and I want to welcome all of these people to the channel. I've got the Lazy Vegan, Ryan Wells, Josh Farms, Matt B, Will J, Kenneth Meyer, Robert Lodwick, Anthony Wolf, Lady Legend XO, and I'm going to talk about her in just a minute. Therapist, Ryan Farmer, Tyler Crawford, and Tim Stark. The reason I want to mention Lady Legend XO is if you are at all remotely interested in hunting simulators. I've kind of been playing around with the Hunter Call of the Wild lately, and I found Lady Legend's YouTube channel. She is doing exceptionally well and she does great videos. So check her out if you're interested in hunting sim. I do recommend the Hunter Call of the Wild, but be prepared. It's not a walk in the park. It's very simulator, and it's not an easy game to master. So she's really helped me out with learning what I need to know to play that game and have some fun. With all of that said, we are going to get started here in Italy. It's not a terribly early morning. We are expecting rain today. It's a good thing we're not planning to harvest anything. No harvesting today. Today is a big day because it's payback. What does that mean? Well, we're gonna sell some pigs. It's about time. In fact, I should take a look at them real quick and see exactly where we stand. We are at 263 pigs. And remember, we started at 100, so we are doing exceptionally well. Still struggling with the food a little bit, but that's neither here nor there at this point. At this point, we just want to make our money. Now, as you can see, I've got some lovely Italian equipment here today. I've got a Fiat tractor. Nice little tractor with a Micheletto trailer. Well ventilated, very nice livestock trailer. So our piggies can ride in style. We wouldn't want Mrs. Van Horn to be upset about the piggies' travel arrangements. Oh, I have a feeling Mrs. Van Horn is probably going to be pretty upset by the end of the day, let me tell you. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. So for now, I think I can get about 21 in here. And we're going to move those over. Oh, confirm. Come on, Harv. Today's going to be a very good day. I can feel it. So let's get this first load of pigs over to the livestock market. It's a good looking little setup there. I like that. Like that a lot. Now, something that's been on my mind, I haven't mentioned it yet because I wasn't quite sure what to say about it. But, you know, a few years back, I took one of those DNA test kit things just for fun, you know, just to kind of, because they give you information about your background, your history, stuff like that. Let you know who's out there in the world, maybe. Well, someone has tracked me down. And I got a letter from an attorney recently stating that this person, well, it's kind of a, I don't know if it's a big deal, but it's a very long lost relative. A great aunt. Actually, a great aunt. And she's not from Italy. But she has no direct living relatives. And apparently there is an estate that she needed to leave to somebody. And because of this DNA test, that's how she found me. We are related. So long, involved story, but that I'm not going to get into at the moment. That should come later. But there's a good possibility that something might just come of that to my benefit. So with that said, we'll see what happens. I'm really interested though. Obviously, it's a curiosity. So, no, I want to go the other direction. Thank you. There we go. That's more like it. I'm getting a little carried away here. $21,000. Yep, that was 21 pigs. So that's 21,000. Obviously, at the bare minimum, we're going to be selling well over 100 pigs, so that's going to rake in $100,000 for us today. Now, there's another thing that I wanted to mention. We saw it as we came by, and I have got both of my seeders working in the fields right now. We did an awful lot of harvesting, so it was only made sense that we're going to end up doing a lot of planting today, but this planting is going to be a very, very special surprise. It's going to be a fantastic reveal. Stick around to the end because, well, as I said, I don't think Mrs. Van Horn is going to be having a very good day today. I don't think she's going to be having a very good day at all. We're still waiting on those almonds. Wait. Are those almonds ready to harvest? Because if those almonds are ready to harvest... Oh, they are. Okay, I've got to get a grape harvester down here and start getting these almonds in. Oh, this day just keeps getting better and better and better. Now, as I'm coming in to load up our pigs, I do want to see what we've got in the silo because I haven't kept track of it very well, and I want to see. So I still have the 44,000 liters of sunflowers. They're only paying $5.84. That's not great. But the soybeans are up nicely. So I can definitely sell off the soybeans today. No problem there. Oh, I've got 203,000 liters of sugar beets. Not paying exceptionally well. Only 157. But that price is coming up too. I could even sell off all that straw that I've collected. Oh, we'll see. We shall see. Because I've got plans. Oh yes. Big, big plans. And they, let's just say they're very exciting. Very, very exciting. So I have got a lot of pigs to haul here. As I'm hauling these pigs over, I'm going to keep my seeders working in the fields. Of that you can be sure. And we will check in when the pig selling is done. Alright, the pig hauling is done. Oh, I still need to unload this trailer though. The last few pigs coming out. I just ran inside to talk to the guys in there. They are a little displeased based on the information that I told them. They are not very happy at all, but that's okay because they're going to get theirs. I'm going to get mine, and the only person who's not terribly happy about it, well, sure Mrs. Van Horn will not be very happy today. Not very happy at all. Not if I have my way. But I did get a little bit of a start on the almond field. That needs to get harvested. Finish that up anyway. And we're going to see what kind of... Whoa! Don't honk at me, fool. You're the one that turned out in front of me. What you talking about, Willis? Okay. Man, it's raining up a storm here today, too. So, with that said, let's see. I still have seeding going on. Our big field that I just fixed up there, that's getting seeded right now. The lower field here is done. Our field over by the port is done. And if you'll notice, I've got well over $300,000. And you could say, well, how can that be, Harv? Because there weren't that many pigs that you were planning to sell anyway. Well, I hate to tell you this, but the pigs, with the exception of one, I kept one little pitty. The rest have been sold. Every last one of them. And I kept one as a reminder. And I named it Jolene. Because that's Mrs. Van Horn's first name. And I have to thank Rusty for that. Thank you, Rusty, for giving Mrs. Van Horn a first name that I can gladly utilize to my ornery advantage. Curious about something else right now, too. Yeah. Supermarket likes almonds. I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. A little bit of a hint of what I got up my sleeve today. And let's just say that my goal today, on this particular day, is to procure $1.5 million. That's my hint for the day. That reminds me, I need to get this equipment sent back to the store. That's a nice little truck, that Fiat, and I really like that that animal trailer. Very nice indeed. The Italians make good farm equipment. What can I say? Okay. Where's our next row? What's nice is you can actually tell where you've harvested because the plants go directly back into bloom. Like you see that row on the left side of us, and then you can see, if I show you behind, we've got almonds, or in front, we've got almonds on the trees, but on the back it's flowered again. I really like the look of these almond trees, the flowering almonds. That's really quite nice. And the only place you can find them, right here on Ischia Farm. I've not seen almonds introduced anywhere else. That's not to say they're not out there, because there's plenty, dozens of third-party maps out there that are introducing new stuff all the time. They just never make it to motto. So as I'm getting these almonds, and this really shouldn't take very long, I wouldn't think. I've got a question. What about this map have you enjoyed during my playthrough? I'm actually quite curious about that. What aspects of Ischia Farm have you found particularly interesting, if any at all? I mean, there's a good chance that this map isn't your style and it wasn't something you paid much attention to. But if you did, what is it you've enjoyed? And have you played on this map at all? I'm actually curious about that because I haven't heard or seen too many people doing it. And then I'm also curious to find out if there's anything you don't like about it. Because frankly, I rather enjoy the map. I think it's a very nice map. I like it. I think it could stand an update. There are some issues, but on the whole, everything that's been introduced has been very, very nice, and I've enjoyed it. There is a little bit of having to sort things out here and there, but on the whole, it's pretty straightforward. I know some people have had issues harvesting grapes. I know one of my subs specifically said do a video about grape harvesting because I couldn't get it to work. And I don't know if that was a timeline issue, you know, if things have just been corrected now, but it worked really quite simply for me, and I had no issues whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, right now, this is, you know, the almonds, the grapes, and we could have done olives also. Maybe I should have done some olives. But I had the olive grove up by my farm that was going to produce olives for me, so there didn't seem like a need. But, you know, we're effectively harvesting grapes right now, doing the exact same thing. It just happens to be almonds instead. Well, that just about wraps up the almond harvest. Not bad at all for this small little field. We have almost 30,000 liters of almonds. Yeah, that's not shabby at all. All of my tractors were working, my bigger tractors anyway. Anything with any real speed, so I had to break out the pickup to help me out hauling trailers today. And I don't think all of this is going to go. No, it's going to leave 2,000 liters in there. Bummer. Because, well, I think I need to make a little trip over to the supermarket. What's that you say? These almonds were for the Van Horns to serve to their guests? I don't remember hearing that. Nope, don't remember that at all. I kind of remember somebody asking me to plant almonds. That's why we've got an almond field, but Van Horns serving to guests? No, don't remember that at all. Besides, I still have 2,000 liters. And well, if they did need almonds for their guests, and I'm not saying that they did, I'm just saying if. They'll have a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll just sell them all. Okay, this is the supermarket. Yes, yes it is. It's a very busy supermarket, I can tell you that. And they probably aren't too keen on me rolling my trailers through the parking lot, but you know what? I'm in one of those rare moods where it just doesn't matter. This is an interesting dilemma. So I see where I'm at. I see what I'm going to have to do here, maybe. At least try. And figure out where they want me to put these things. Because there is a trigger right there. Oh, there it is. I guess I just wasn't getting close enough. Now remember, the goal today, $1.5 million. 1.5 million. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got this. There we go. Yep. Got it. Yep. Got it. Got it. Almost. Yep. There we go. Now this isn't going to go very far toward getting me the 1.5 million, but it is very satisfying. Let me put it that way. Very satisfying indeed. So all the piggies are gone, minus Jolene. And based on the amount of food that I created, Jolene should be set for a good long time. She's not going hungry. Not hungry at all. Alright, let's get these trailers back over to the farm. And we're going to have some fun. Oh yes. Okay. Trailers are back. And now it's time. Now it's time to really get down and dirty. So let's take a look and see what can we do to make that money. Now, I do have 2 red grape fields that I could be harvesting. But you know what? I don't want to, and I'm not going to. Besides, the red grape price at the seller right now is garbage. Not going to be my problem. I've got 79,000 liters of sorghum that I could sell. So I'll have to keep that in mind. It's only running, and it's less than 500, so that'd give me half that amount, less than $40,000. So that's surely not going to get me there. Well, let me tell you what I've been up to today. I've been just a slight bit tight-lipped about this, but I've had my seeders working all morning. And if you can see field 27, 11, 12, and 13, 21, 20, 19, and 18 are field down by the port. Anybody tell me what's been planted there? Oh yeah. Alfalfa, baby. Loads of alfalfa. And now you know what happens? This right here. Including the almonds. Sell. Oh yes. And alfalfa there, sell. Oh yeah. Field 27. Sell. Alfalfa is now in the hands of the other island inhabitants. Now, how close are we to our goal? I've got $1,072,000. So, our red grape field up here in 41. Well, I guess they're just going to have to buy their red grapes from someone else or come down here and harvest. Well, we'll see. Oh, that land is gone now too. Where does that put us? $1,384,000. This land is only valued at 85. That's not going to quite get us there, is it? I can't sell this because it's got stuff on it. Well, we're going to be well over the mark. I guess we're selling the other big field too. We're leaving them some red grapes though. Oh yes. There we go. And you know what that means? That means we're repaying the loan. No one's going to tell me that I didn't come in here and do the job that I was brought in to do. And that was to get this farm back in the black. So I'm going to sit here repaying $5,000 at a time. I'll talk to you in a minute. There we go. That's the last of it. $2.5 million paid off. Now, there's going to be some excitement. I can feel it in the air. That's the phone call I've been waiting for. Hang on just a second. Mrs. Van Horn, what can I do for you? You got a call from the accountant. Yes. He tells you that the farm is free and clear, but that a lot of the land has been sold off. That would be true. Well, you brought me in here to basically get your $2.5 million loan paid off, and that's exactly what I've done. Better still, I was selling some pigs this morning, and I happened to stop in and talk to some of the guys around. And it turns out that they've been having a really hard time getting their hands on feed for their animals. And they asked me why my alfalfa supply had dried up, because they'd started to count on me providing some of that feed for their animals. And with no shipping coming to or from the island, or very limited amount of shipping, they're struggling during this recession. And I told them, well, I wasn't permitted to grow alfalfa anymore because Mrs. Jolene Van Horn, you know, Van Horn Cellars up on the hill, she prohibited the growing of alfalfa. Now, they were not too pleased to hear about this, I have to tell you. Better still, they were more than happy to take that land off of my hands, especially when they found out that I planted alfalfa in every bit of it. Oh yeah, that's right. So, needless to say, you're not too popular around here right now. And needless to say, you won't be getting that land back anytime soon, because they're not gonna allow you to take it over and restrict access to alfalfa ever again. That's right. Well, it's not a problem, because as it turns out, I think I'm done here on Ischia. Done with you. Done with your grapes. Done with your attitude. Done with your selfishness. And done with you, period. Goodbye, Mrs. Van Horn. Have a nice life. Oh, man. That felt grand. That was amazing. And boy, did she ever have it coming. So I think you've sorted it out at this point. I've done what I came here to do. Unfortunately, Mrs. Van Horn wasn't willing to listen. Mrs. Van Horn was not willing to understand that these things take time and that not putting all of your eggs in one basket was not the right move. Oh darn, I forgot to tell her about Jolene the pig. Oh well, I'm sure she'll sort it out. It's been fun here in Italy. I've had a good time. It's been enjoyable. But unfortunately, I think it's time for us to say farewell to Ischia Farm. I hope you've enjoyed this series. If you have, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. I really appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed to the channel, who have followed my series, and who have commented, given a thumbs up, anything. Look forward to the next Let's Play series coming up very soon, because that DNA test that I took is going to lead to something very exciting for the next leg of the Harv's World Tour. I do appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.